Lake. Hello, thank you. Does that mean we can't go back? I don't like this fact. Because this kind of looks like a fighting area. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look at this thingy here. And see if we can put up more batteries. What have we here? 3 flares. Now. Oh crap. Like, really? Seriously? A bulldozer? Come on, Microsoft. I just killed the bulldozer with a flashlight. Physics, you are awesome. Damn nature, you scary. Apparently. So, you are a fast guy. Or something. But I killed you anyway. Okay, well then, this is okay. I will leave. We should look into this thing. Yeah, I know, Ellen. It's hard. It's a hard thing to play with me. Also, you need some major stamina, because I usually like to hold the sprint button like all the freaking time. Okay, this will initiate. There are some more lithium-ion batteries around here. They kind of made it like, okay, let's let him wait a few more seconds so afterwards he can just go through. Like, let's be a dick about it. Actually very well hidden coffee thermos. There's nothing, right? No. What about here? Nothing. This looks like a car. Oh, achievement unlocked. Awesome.
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
Wow, the content of this cinematic scene was the coal mine
Today,
was
I would
closed
meet
down.
the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
True that. So, my gaming intentions tell me to go the total other way to find secrets. Aren't I right, guys? Aren't I right? Okay. This kind of looks like an area that you're not supposed to go. Is
Even
that
during
bridge?
daytime, I was being stalked. The bridge must have collapsed only moments after I'd crossed it.
Yes, apparently. I believe like only 50% of the games would actually go this far to the bridge to initiate this kind of small dialogue. I still like this tweed jacket. I never would wear it because I'm not the guy who wears stuff like that. I like more this athletic. I wear a t-shirt and usually jeans. That's what I wear all freaking day, unless there's something very important, like a meeting or something, where I have to meet my professors or whatever. In any case, not very particular fond of talking about my personal life during this place, but what you gonna do about it? Well, this class looks actually pretty menacing. And kids, never look into the sun. It will blind you. Yep. Get that dialogue out of the way anyway. Good. Now let's talk about not trashing the environment, because it's our only nature that we have. Eat only fresh food, and never overdo it on sugars and carbs and whatnot. Yeah, I'm actually on a diet. I'm just not eating any carbs. Well, 20 grams per day. It's actually working. I've lost like 10 pounds in 6 weeks. Not that I needed to, but I wanted. You should try it if you have problems with diet. You know, you should try. It's what's called the ketogenic diet. It's really easy to follow because you actually just eat fat and protein and a bit of carbs. You have to kind of lay off the sugars, and you get into something that's called keto fever within the first 2 weeks. But apart from that, I'm gonna drive that Jeep now. Fuck yeah. Wow, whoa. Kind of feels some pussy-like here. Is that... No, that's not a manuscript page. But, let's get out of here. There are some stairs, and I believe there's something hidden around here. We want to uncover everything that the game has to offer us, especially little things like this. What I'm asking myself, right, is why would anyone let his car out here with the keys? Or Alan Wake is a king of hot wiring stuff.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, little music.
Little music. Awesome sauce. Alright. A new Jeep with probably better handling, but lower top wheel. Pfft, apparently not. Better handling. Wow. Well, the driving, you know, the driving is not perfect, but this is not a racing game, so I'll look over it. They could have just adopted the the driving code from Codemasters from what's it called? Either Race Driver Grid, or I want to drive that shit for sure. If I can drive it, I will. Yeah, I will. But first, let's go to the toilet. No, no toilet for me. Okay, well then I have to hold it in. Switching around the area here. Giving you a little overview here. Looks pretty. I actually want to travel to such a region, you know, just to skedaddle and relax a bit. I think that's gonna be good. Oh yeah, radio chatter. Why not? Why the hell not?
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. and you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And
True that,
fisherman
man.
has
True
a
that.
fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Yeah, with me too. So yeah, that's bullcrap. If she was the one for you, then you would have put the work in or something. So that's bullcrap. There's no one such as the one. Never ever freaking. Kids, don't believe that shit. Life is harsh and you're on your own. I'm not being mean here, it's just the freaking truth of life, man. And you have to deal with it on your own merits, kind of. You know. Never get too attached, because that's gonna hurt you. Well, anyway, enough with the talk and shit. Let's continue with Alan Wake here. But I'm just running around stairs and whatnot, so I hope you don't mind if I catch up on my reading stuff. No, just kidding. Talking about reading.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
I'll promise you something. That we're gonna fall down the stair. Wait a minute. We can actually jump to this thing, I think. I don't know if that is a solution to whatever you have to do. No, don't fall through the thingy. Let's try again. I'm very curious if that works. Oh, come on, Ellen, don't fall down. It's really hard to anticipate where he's actually standing. Okay, let's try again. Yep.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now.
Not sure if you're actually supposed to go this way, but it lets you. But there's a... Where's the car that I just parked? Huh, there it is. What's actually this car at? Is it a Mustang? Well, there's no brand name. It should be... Oh, you're probably gonna tell me what it is. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to cars. I know what Formula 1 cars and I know the modern cars, but when it comes to old-timers, I'm just like the biggest loser ever. I happen to fear that I'm gonna need to skedaddle afterwards, so I'm gonna turn the car this way. So let's search and get a new sheet of manuscript page.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Yeah, I figured that out, alright. He's getting really crazy and whatnot. So, before we actually go there, let me just look what we have here. Is there something hidden around? Well, there's the coffee thermos. And this one's actually very well hidden. I wouldn't have actually found it by just looking at the thing. Let's read that. While there were some early residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the founding of the Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls coal mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, isn't it Polish, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked these mines. Did they? Okay. That's kind of interesting, isn't it? I mean, like, America is basically a country of people that immigrate. In 1970, a volcanic eruption below Cauldron Lake, while relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. Yeah, that's okay. I really like having cultural buildings around.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
That's why I kicked chairs.
I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
And now I'm turning to the Hulk, or into the Hulk. Show me your green skin. Ha! Call me, bitch.
Where the hell are you?
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
Nope.
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello?
What a dick.
I'm gonna kill him.
Yep. Me too.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
But where is Mirror Peak? And where... Oh. Whoa!
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
That kind of creeped me out, I have to say. That kind of creeped me out a bit. I saw okay, yeah, I see a green thingy, which is usually a very good thingy, you know. And I see something blinking. It's a coffee thermos. And my favorite, flares and lithium batteries. Ooh. Hidden mine tunnel. Jump. Checkpoint reached. Manuscript. Don't you throw your shit at me. This is not fair. Gee, I have so much stuff. And there's an unlimited supply of this thing.
When Thomas
Okay.
Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
Right. So that's why she actually helps us? That kind of could be the reason. Uh-oh. Yeah. I spy with my little eye someone who wants to kill me. Uh-oh. Go away. Hey. Ow, 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 ow. I had some specific thingamabob achievement, but I don't know what it was. Let's get some more revolver ammo. I want to keep these for him, for example, or for it, to be exact. Yep, there we go. What do we have in this wagon? Flashbangs. Kind of becoming my favorite item here. But first of all, I'm probably gonna use more flares. Because they actually do a pretty good job. There's something in there. Funny. I don't know if that is a glitch or something. I kid you not. I am not sure if this is a glitch. I'm sure this is not supposed to be in there. Unless it's now getting out or coming out. Okay, just checking what's up here. Oh, I see. Here, have a flare. That should take care of you. Yep, and it did. Is there something behind there? No. Let's get in here. Into the cart that just smashed into the freaking building. Oh no, it's okay. It's the end of the road. Okay, end of the rails.
What the hell?
Oh, brother. Does that mean I have to fight a tornado or something? Because I'm not really fond of tornadoes. I've never experienced one, but I'd like to keep it that way. Ow.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
First of all, let's check out this big frickin' area. There's gotta be something. For example, a lot of enemies. Yeah, I see that. One. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Hey. That's not cool.
Find a way to avoid electrocution.
Not cool then. Not cool. Alright, so we'll better not go to the open field because that is stupid. I need to make sure that there's no one. Okay, what I'm gonna do, and this is kind of sneaky, gonna shoot that thing. Ow, ow, ow. Here, flare. Keep my distance. Make sure all of them are away from me. Take another flare. Ow. Mother bummer. Alright. That kind of worked pretty nicely. Okay, we have to go to this house to get the electricity out, so this would have been